Good day, Internet! This is Nerdiverse, where we discuss all things nerdy. Whether it be movies, TV shows, video games, just general science stuff. Anything nerdy can qualify to be on Nerdiverse. Even pro wrestling, although most of that content will be over at The Wrestling Show, where we discuss wrestling, pro wrestling, in a more lighthearted manner. We don't get too serious. We like pro wrestling, but we realize what it is. I do parodies over there. I've done tier lists, all different little things. So check that out as well. So today's video hopefully will be kind of short. Just kind of giving my thoughts, asking for your thoughts. And I'm not trying to sit on my high horse or pass judgment. I'm just trying to be fair-minded and just give like my opinions. And then you can do with that what you will. So today's topic is going to be piracy. Mostly of like video games, movies, I suppose music. But it'll be mostly on movies because they're more widespread available on the internet to download or watch pirated copies. Now, obviously in the past I've had the Napster, I've had ROMs and emulators. I've done it before. I don't think I've pirated in the last quite a few years, but I have in the past. I get it. I get all the reasons why it's done. I get it. But as I get older, I'm not as sympathetic. I don't get why you want to be constantly entertained, like 24/7, rah, 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 content. Look, I get it. I'm a nerd too. I love my video games. I love some movies, depending on what the genre or movie is. I like being a couch potato sometimes. But just this constant, rah, 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 give me content for free or super cheap constantly. It's like junk food. Rah, 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 you know? It's like we raised the bar and lowered the standards that other, like these companies that produce content, we lowered the standards that they should expect from us. And I think the expectation from us should be, if we want something, we should give a fair exchange for it. Whether it be money or, I don't know, do they do Bitcoins yet? Basically, some kind of fair exchange. Like, if you're getting content, you should give the content producers something in return. Maybe good reviews or something. That would be something you'd have to work out with them. Like a major movie company's not going to care if you do a good or bad review. More than likely on YouTube, unless I guess you got millions of subscribers, they might care then. But at the end of the day, they want good publicity and they want money, you know? And I don't get people that go and watch entire shows or movies online. And the kicker is always like when they like it, but they'll continue consuming it for free. It's like, give them something to show, give them something tangible to show that you appreciate their effort. Like I get, they get paid beforehand or during it, the production of said movie or TV show. But there just feels something wrong. I'm not going to say it's morally wrong. There just feels something wrong, and this is just my opinion, for just getting something for free. Like, those individuals put a lot of time and effort into making that show or movie, or heck, even video game. Even if it's a crappy game, it takes work. And obviously, you have all rights to not, buy something. Just because something's good doesn't mean you have to buy it, or bad, you probably don't want to buy it either. But I'm saying if you're enjoying it, if you want it, you should pay for it. I get it. Prices are going up. But that's where you got to kind of pick and choose, decide wants from needs. Here in New Mexico, movie tickets are still like $10. So I can usually just continue watching movies. I don't watch a lot of movies. There's very few movies where I'm like, oh, I have to see it in theaters. But when that happens, I go see it. I don't bootleg it because I feel if I want to see something or I appreciate like that movie whether it's a sequel or a franchise, so much. If I appreciate it, I will show my appreciation by putting the effort in and giving them some kind of exchange instead of being, I don't want to use the word freeloader, but for lack of a better word, I don't want to be a freeloader. So that's kind of my thoughts. I'm trying to be like level-handed here, but I just don't get people that will just watch TV shows and movies, like entire seasons, the entire movies, and maybe the sequels, depending if they're on a binging spree, and just all free. And then they'll complain about it sometimes too, which you can do that obviously, but you got it for free. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like, so PlayStation service, their online service went up, last year? I had to decide, is it really that important? Do I need it? Do I like it? To pay the $70. Ultimately, I did. It's kind of like you want these places to make the decision. You want it cheap, which I get it. They should make it cheap. But I don't know all the work that goes into making a video game, making a movie, having online services. It's not as easy as you think. Like, yes, there are greedy CEOs and business people that run these companies sometimes, that they're just raising the price. But you also got to think, like, there's real people involved in all this, in content creation and online services. Like I said, the movies, the TV shows, there's real people working on this. It takes real effort, it takes real time, it takes real resources. Sometimes do they tack on extra fees or prices? I'm sure they do, and probably do. But sometimes it's genuinely just the cost of, like, operating. I'm not trying to be mean or like, yeah, let's support rich people. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to be realistic here. Costs go up for everybody. So you kind of have to make that decision, be like, do I feel like I want this service? Do I need this service? Is that price justified? I don't know, maybe not, but am I going to pay for it? I just don't get this argument that, like, you want all this for free, like I said, rah, 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 endless content. I want things for free all the time. It's like, forget the rich CEOs that we want to all demonize. Yeah, we don't like them. We're in agreement there. But there's real people at these companies, whether movie companies, game companies, online service facilitator companies, real people that are working on all this to keep it together. Ordinary people like me and you that go to home, not to a mansion, they just go home, or maybe their apartment. They put time and effort into all this stuff. And then we're saying, nah, I want it for free. Your work and effort isn't worth anything to me. I mean, how would any of you there or me feel if whatever job we did, our customer or patient or whatever you call the person that you serve, decided, what you're doing for me, what service or good you're giving to me, I don't like it, which they can obviously say that, but I'm not going to pay you for it. I'm not going to compensate you in any way. You just need to give it to me. Like for me, working in a clinic, right? More in an admin role, but let's say I was more of a part of the care team, providing care, whether it's being a doctor or nurse. I'm giving them something. I'm trying to make them better. I'm trying to help them in some way. They could disagree with me or go see another doctor or nurse. That's fine. But they can't come get my services and then be like, you know what? I'm not compensating you. You can give it to me for free. Like, I don't get that. And obviously, movies, games, TV shows, as far as piracy, it's not quite on the same level as that, obviously. As like life and death and health. I'm just saying that there's a lot of effort and sacrifice that even these people put in, especially with the movies, because sometimes they'll travel across the globe to shoot scenes and whatever. And then people are just saying, nah. Again, I'm not saying every movie you have to go pay for. You should go see every movie or whatever. What I'm saying is, if you want to go see something, you should pay for it. If you want a video game, if you want it, you can either wait till the price goes down, not buy it, or buy it. Like, you shouldn't get it for free, I guess is my statement. Because I've been a working class stiff, and I'm sure a lot of you out there are more of the working class. How would you feel like, no, we're not going to compensate you. You're going to get gypped. I'm like, I just don't